Mansions no one wants even for $1. For starters, just think that your mom gave you $1 to spend it on yourself, and we tell you that with that single dollar, you could be the owner of an entire mansion. Wait, what if we also tell you that you still wouldn't want to buy that mansion? Well, as unreal as it seems, it is not. The mansions on today's list are nothing less than forbidden kingdoms that no one wants to live in. Let's see what these mansions are and why no one wants them even for $1. Before we begin exploring what these mansions are and why no one wants them even for $1, we would like to remind you to subscribe while hitting the bell icon for more interesting content and mind-teasing videos. Did you subscribe? Great, let's begin. The solitary heaven of Michigan. Just close your eyes and think of your dream house. What do you see? A large palace-like mansion, a swimming pool, a lakeside view, numerous bedrooms, bathrooms, and everything else? Well, this granuloma has it all. It looks as if it has come straight out of a fairy tale. But because it has been included in this specific list, it hints that this house isn't even worth your $1 despite being everyone's dream house. Well, the reason behind it is solely its location. What is the purpose of living in such a beautiful dream house if you don't have a single neighbor for miles? This house is located at the center of Lake Superior of Michigan. When we say seriously huge, we mean it. This house has over 26,000 square feet, has 26 bedrooms, and consists of 4 separate apartments in a bungalow-style building. This house was put for auction at the price of $40,000. To everyone's surprise, buyers weren't even interested to buy it even after the price was cut down to half. Well, apart from its remote location, another major problem lies in its interiors. The interior is really outdated, and it would literally take millions to renovate the entire place. Oh, and let's not forget about the bone-chilling winters here. The unsold mansion of New Jersey. In Montclair, there is a house of dreams which is unsold, unloved, and undesired. The look of the house is no less than a beautiful and expensive piece of poetry, but its cost could be equivalent to 2 Big Macs. We are not kidding. This Palace of Dreams could be all yours for just about $10. Well, what could be so undesirable about a king's palace for such a cheap amount? Well, the catch lies in its land. The land on which it is built is home to 8 more houses. Hence, if you have already bought the house, then you might have to uproot and move the entire house from its base into a new land. The cost of doing so is beyond imagination. So, although the price of actually purchasing the house is small, the cost of moving it to its actual location would be astronomical. Moreover, in order to protect the historic building from being corroded, they actually used lead-based paintings which are extremely difficult to maintain. This mansion is like an abandoned palace of dreams. The abandoned celebrity's house. What if you find out that a house loaded with celebrities from its previous owners is under auction? Wouldn't the price be skyrocketing? Well, it doesn't seem so with this house of celebs in Connecticut. Long ago, 50 Cent purchased this mansion from Mike Tyson and decided to sell it afterwards for $18.5 million. But since then, there has not been even a single buyer interested to buy this house. There are 2 huge swimming pools, 2 hot bathtubs, a game room, a recording studio, and 52 rooms in total. Out of these 52 rooms, 21 rooms alone are bedrooms. Well, what if we say that the main reason behind the house's neglect is its luxury and it's more than its huge size? This house is so big that the maintenance cost would cost you your life. The bedrooms are so many that the entire heating cost would blow up the hairs on your head. This is the main reason why even the billionaires are not as much interested to invest in this unnecessarily gigantic house. 50 Cent even slashed the amount to as low as $2.9 million, but still has seen no interest. The $100 million over-the-top ranch. Speaking of amusement, don't judge the previous house much now that we will tell you about this literally way over-the-top dream mansion. Situated in California, this house is more of an amusement park than a house. It actually has a 50-seater theater inside it, dance studio, barns, a fire station, a Disney-themed railway station, a lagoon-style swimming pool, and even a tennis court. It has been spread out in a proper 2,700 acres of land. Furthermore, it has everything a person would dream of at a cheaper price. But whatever the scene looks like, this house of dreams has stayed unsold for a decade now, even after its price has been lowered to $15 million, one-third of its original amount of $100 million. Well, the reason behind its negligence is its previous owner, well-renowned pop king of the world, Michael Jackson. In order to stay away from any kind of controversy, the house remains unsold till this day. Even the people who love Michael Jackson avoid buying this house in order to preserve his legacy. But the thoughts of the owner of the property are something different regarding it. They are in huge debt, and the house just won't sell itself. The Mega Mansion of London. If we travel a few miles away from the UK, we find this mega mansion. Back in 2005, it was priced at the enormous price of $138 million. It was the most expensive house on the planet at that time. The reason simply lies in its enormous 50,000 square feet. It's larger than even Buckingham Palace. A house is fit for a king would be an understatement considering its huge, luxurious size. It has 103 bedrooms, each lined with their own marble-lined bathrooms, gyms, golf court, and everything else you can think of. There are around 5 humongous swimming pools, and the driveway alone is worth $6 million, more expensive than most of the houses combined in that area. Well, you could have easily guessed why no one wants to buy this kingdom. Nobody requires a house this big that can fit the entire planet inside it. And let's not talk about the bills the owner has to pay after buying this mansion. Moreover, the reduction in its price would just lower the class of the mansion, so the owners have not done that yet. This is the reason behind this mansion staying unsold. Bannerman Castle in New York. Have you ever wished to live in your own castle? Well, you could do it in this Bannerman Castle in New York, similar to the ones in which the Disney princesses used to live. The only problem that lies with this castle is that it's barely a castle now. There have been so many tragedies linked with this castle that people have been at bay just by the thought of buying it. It was used to store artillery before it blew up due to a mishap. The crumbling old walls of the castle fell down at once. After that, there have been twice or thrice fire breakouts, so the walls can barely stand by themselves. Moreover, this place is only accessible by boats which sank in the Hudson Sea in the 1950s. After this tragedy, the Bannermans decided to sell off the castle to the government of New York, and the palace has seen no buyers in almost 3 decades. One of the major reasons behind the castle being unsold is its never-ending tragedies. Moreover, the castle isn't even in the condition for someone to stay. It's just a few crumbles of walls attached to a gigantic land. The Bannermans aren't very lucky people, we guess. With this last part, we have reached the end of our video. What did you think of our list of unsold castles? Do you have any other unsold castles you would like us to cover? If you do, please let us know down in the comments so we can explore them in a future video. Just a reminder, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe while hitting the bell icon for more mind-teasing videos. Thanks for watching, until the next one.